everybody, I'm Starla.
I'm Mik.
And we are
Our Family Plays Games. Yay!
And we're back again with another Top 5 on BGG.
Christmas time, baby, yeah!
All right, everybody. Typically, we kick off the show each month sharing some of our favorite things that tie into the topic for the month.
Yep.
But this month, we're going into a deep dive about strategies and tactics and how to get your family and friends to the table, because our topic this month is our top 5 ways to get family and friends to the table during the holidays.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
Yes.
We need to talk about that.
So all the tie-ins we normally do into games, we'll do that in our discussion.
Oh, it's going to be all together.
All together.
Yeah, all together. Okay.
All right, so everybody, next up, we'll share our top 5 ways to get your family and friends to the table during the month of December.
Here we go.
All right, everybody, let's discuss our top 5 ways that you can get your family and friends to the table during the holiday season.
Okay, let's talk about that, because we all have those issues sometimes. Trying to get some of our non-gaming family members to the table.
And then when you start talking about, I'm a board gamer, they're like, oh, here they go.
Here they come, talking about all this board game stuff.
I don't know anything about that.
All these rules and here we go.
But you got to be creative.
Yes, you do.
And you've got to figure it out. If you really and truly want your family and friends to join you on your board gaming journey, you've got to do a little work to do that sometimes.
Spread some gospel, and maybe you can convert some folk.
About the gospel of board gaming.
Yeah.
All right, so the first thing on our list, number 1, or the first one, is location.
Yes.
You got to think about it. Okay, how many people are coming, and where do you want them to be?
Yes.
Because it's got to be a good location that's warm, comfortable, especially in the cold time.
Good lighting.
Good lighting.
Yes, gotta need that lighting.
Good seating.
Yes, comfortable seating.
Because I've seen people try to hold, game night, and they're at a coffee table on the floor, people trying to reach over.
That ain't fun.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but I can't sit on the floor and be trying to reach over. I need to be at a table.
Yeah, so I can get
sit
up,
down and
see what's going on.
Yeah.
I need to do that.
Yeah,
and also a good table.
Yeah, good table.
A good table.
Because you put me on the floor with the coffee table, it's going to take a few people to get me up.
Yeah.
I need some help.
And that means no round tables. I don't think round tables are good for, board game. You need like a rectangle or square. A good board game table if you can.
If you have a board game table, that's a good time, to use that and bring your friends over. Because we've been to a lot of people's homes for board gaming events, and we've done our own board game events, like game nights and stuff. And you got to have good tables, good lighting, and even a location where maybe you want to put some music on to have some atmosphere.
Low level music.
Yeah,
low level
just
music.
A little bit. You don't want loud. You got to be able to think.
You got to be able to think and see what's going on.
Yeah.
So
location.
Yes, location.
Like they say in real estate, location.
Yes, that's very important. Yes, it is.
Now, number 2 on our list is inviting people and then doing a survey. Now I know you're saying, why do we need to survey people? You do. So you got this list of people. You got your people who are, kind of into gaming. They do Uno and they do checkers or something like that, or Monopoly. Ooh, the cursed word Monopoly.
Yes.
Then you got the people who haven't played a game since they were teenagers.
That's right.
They don't know anything about board gaming. They are still back in the games from the 1990s.
They don't know what's going on. They're like, what are they bringing now? What they doing? I haven't played no game.
So when you invite these people, make sure there's room for everybody, like we said, in your location.
Yeah.
But then you got to figure out what level are they at.
Yes. And then ask them, what type of game or what would you like to play? What have you played recently? That's a survey. Try to see what's going on. You got to know who's coming and invite them in. And partially inviting them in is just showing, hey, I got this game that you're going to love based on what they want and based on what they feel like they want to play.
Because everybody has different things that they like to do. And you need to know that. You need to find out if you're bringing in a bunch of people who want to play cooperatively because they like playing together. They don't want to do stuff by themselves. Are you bringing a bunch of competitive people who like to win and like to dominate the board? Are you bringing people who like to play in teams? They're not really co-op, but they just like to play with maybe one other person to kind of help them with the strategy or help them win. You got to figure out what kind of people you're bringing in. And that is important because if you bring a bunch of competitive people and then you come up with a bunch of co-op games,
they're gonna be mad.
That's not going to be fun.
There's some people that just want to have some fun and just be goofy. That's party games.
Party games.
That's party games all day long.
Where you get a good group of people around the table and everybody plays together. Or you got people who like to play in small groups. So now you got to accommodate for that as well. But you need to know. You cannot just assume.
No. Because you have some people that the only time they play games is during the holidays.
During the holidays.
That's all they tell you. This is the only time I play games is the holidays.
I'm going over to Jim's house. And, Jim always got some game.
Got a game, so you got to worry about them too. So that's probably party games, mostly. That's probably party games.
Yeah, but that's important to know who's coming, what they like, where are they when it comes to board games.
And how you can get them over, because it could be a good theme. Like, hey, we're going to do pirates. You like pirates, don't you? Aunt Maybe. Oh, I like pirates, young man. And then she'll come over and do it.
Exactly.
She'll come over and do it.
So those are things you need to think about. And also, too, with that invitation, you got to get out of self. It's not about you at this point. It's about the people you're inviting and making them have a good time, letting them enjoy the board games that you love. Because if you can start them off with something they love, they may just become a convert and just be really into the hobby just like you.
Matey might like it. That pirate game, she might like it.
Now, the next one on our list is having a variety of games.
Yes.
Yeah, so after you check your survey and now you realize you got 10 people coming. And out of that 10, 3 people like competitive games. You got another 5 that like co-op games. You got 2 that they don't know what they like, but
you can throw them something.
So you got to have a variety of games.
Yes.
Now here's where we're going to talk about games. And these are games that we've used for our game nights, or when we go to somebody's house, we'll take some games. So one of our favorites, and one of the ones we would recommend that almost anybody can play.
Anybody.
And almost everybody enjoys.
Yes, and it's a party game. Yeah, it's a party game.
It's a party game.
And that is Flip 7 from the Op.
Yes.
That is a great game. And what's so crazy now is there's one version that is the Grinch.
The Grinch edition.
Yes. But if you can't find the Grinch edition, go with the regular version. And all it is just push your luck.
Push your luck.
That's all it is, push your luck.
So Flip 7 is that kind of game that, it says it'll play 3 to 99, but you got to have at least 3 people.
Yes.
But we've played with as many as, 15? 15 people at the table. And it is just a roaring good time. We laugh, we have fun, because like my husband was saying, all you're doing is pressing your luck. With Flip 7, your goal is to get to 200 points before everybody else, or at least over 200 points. And in doing that, you're going to take cards. The cards are going to be dealt out around the table. Your goal is to not get a duplicate card. So if you already have a 2, and when it comes back to you, you get another 2, you bust, and you're
bust. You don't want to bust. I bust a lot.
Yeah. He lives on the bus train.
But see, I want to push it because I got the Vegas blood in me. I got Vegas blood in me.
Now, also with Flip 7, you got to use a little common sense. A little bit.
What?
You got to do some common sense. Because let me tell you about a Flip 7 game, a couple of games we played with him. So he will have a number of points in front of him. So we've gone around the table 3 or 4 times, and Mik will be sitting on 30 points. And it already has a 12. He may have a 7. And let me tell you something about the game. The number of cards in the game are equal to the number on the card. So if you see a 12, there are 12 12s. If you see an 11, there are 11 11s. So my husband's sitting up here with a 12 and 11. He may have a 3. So now we're coming around on that 4th or 5th turn. And I'm sitting next to him. I say, Mik, you sure you want to take another card?
Yes, because I got Vegas blood in me. I got to keep going. I got to risk it for the biscuit.
And the biscuit is usually burnt.
Yeah, it is. It's burnt. Yeah,
because that time, when I'm looking at him getting the points, it's like you already got 0. Everybody else got points on the board. You're at 0. Are you sure you want to take another card? And he'll say yes.
Risk it for the biscuit.
And inevitably, he gets a duplicate, and he loses all the points.
And the biscuit is gone.
Biscuit's broken.
Yes, biscuit is dead. It's gone.
But Flip 7 is so much fun. It's about, do you want to risk or do you want to play it safe? Because sometimes playing it safe, you can win. Now, we played with the lady at Capital City Gaming Con, and this was her first time playing. And she was such a, not a risk taker. She would start off, she got 10 points. She said, I stop. I don't want to take any more cards. Because you can stop at any time.
Yeah.
And we're like 10. She's like, I'm just going to stop. So then we come back around. She get 20 points. I'm going to stop. And everybody else is going for big numbers. They're risking it. And in the end, she beat us by playing conservatively, playing slow.
Yes.
You pace yourself. Oh, how you want to play that game?
Yeah, because you're trying to get to 200 points.
Yeah.
You got to be a first to get to 200 points after several rounds. That's
and there are other cards in the game, other than number cards, such as you got multipliers like 2, or you got plus cards that give you a plus 10. You got other cards that say, second chance. So in case you bust, if you've got that second chance card, you get a second chance.
Yes.
Yeah. So there are a lot of things that make this game
And
fun.
also the freeze. So if you see somebody that's doing really well, you give them a freeze card to stop them.
That's right.
Or you can just freeze yourself so you can just go on out.
Nobody else gives you cards.
And then you got the deadly one, the 3-card flip.
Yep, the flip 3.
Yes, the flip. You flip 3 cards either on yourself or an opponent. Yep. And hopefully they bust, but if you do it to yourself, you hope you get some cards so you get really close to the 7.
Yes.
To get to 7 cards where you get an extra 15 points on top of the points you already got.
And that's why the game is called Flip 7.
Yes.
Because if you can get 7 unique numbered cards, you get a 15-point bonus.
That is what you're shooting for.
Yeah.
And usually when you shoot for it, you don't get it.
Yeah. So if you got any gamblers in your family, people that like to risk it, they're going to love Flip 7.
That Vegas blood, baby.
Now, here's some team games you can probably have.
Yes.
Like you could do Green Team Wins.
Yes.
Or That's So Clover.
Yes.
That way you can get people to come together as a team and do things together.
Yeah, Green Team Wins has a holiday edition that is so cool that it gives you holiday type questions, and that's fun.
And with Green Team, you always want to be on the green team.
Always.
Because the green team wins. You have a green team and an orange team. So you always want to make sure your answers are part of that green team.
Because that's where you get points. Because if you're on the orange team, you don't get none.
The green team wins.
Yes.
Now, the next one are dice games.
Yes.
If you know people who like to roll dice or play with dice or just have a propensity for dice, then you want to do something like Chicken.
Yes.
Chicken is the cutest little game.
And it's push your luck with dice.
It's another push your luck.
Yes, push your luck with dice.
With dice this time, where you've got this little mat and you're going around the board, and the first one to get to 25 points wins. You've got your little character tokens, whether you're a farmer or a tractor or whatever, and you've got these dice. You've got
some poop.
Well, you could be a poop character too. But you've got these dice in yellow, orange, and white.
Yes.
And you roll them, and if you've got eggs on it, you can get more dice in. Or if you've got chickens, those are your points. But if you get foxes,
3 of them,
you're out.
Out
for that round.
You're bust.
Yeah. And it goes on to the next player.
Goes on the next player.
And that is Chicken.
That's Chicken. Which is a lot of fun.
It's a lot of fun.
It's crazy too. It's crazy.
And then with Roll for It, which is a simple little card game.
Very simple.
You've got a box with different colored dice in it. They're small dice.
Yeah.
You look at the box and you're going, how can I have that many dice in there? But I think Roll for It goes up to 6.
Yeah.
And you've got 6 different colored dice in a little box.
It's with a little bitty dice.
Little bitty dice.
Yeah, little bitty.
And you've got these cards, and the cards are your objectives. So you may have a card that has a 1 pip, or a 3 pip, or 2 pip, or have all of them on there, and you get points accordingly. So if you get a card that has a 1, a 4, and a 7 pip on there, and at the bottom it'll tell you how many points. It may say 5 points. So you're going to be rolling dice to fulfill that requirement on the card.
Yes, yes, and that's fun.
It's a lot of fun.
And it's simple.
Easy to learn.
Anybody can play it.
Anybody can play it.
Yeah, anybody can play it. Easy to learn. Anybody can play it. Yeah.
Now we have another suggestion. If you like cooperative games.
Yes.
Some people do.
Yes, some people do.
Some people don't.
Some people don't.
I like semi-cooperative games.
No, they're not semi. You like some cooperative games.
Semi.
She does. She likes some she likes some cooperative games.
Yeah,
yes, she does.
Like semi-cooperative.
No. Cooperative. She likes them.
But if you like cooperative games, or your people who are coming like cooperative games, here's a big one that was really hot.
Super hot.
Called
Still hot.
Bomb Busters.
Yes. Now you like that one.
I like Bomb Busters.
See?
And in Bomb Busters, you are trying to defuse a bomb. and then you have to pick somebody across from you, and you want to try to figure out if they have the same number wire. Everybody's going to have wires. So let's say I have wire 7. So I'm going to go across from me and say, or to some other person, this particular wire, because you're going to have them lined up on this little tray thing, and you'll say, that one is a 7. And if it is, you match, you're good. But if you don't match,
you're counting down toward explosion time.
Yeah.
And then each mission, because you have a lot of missions, they get harder and harder at each mission.
Yes.
So it's pretty fun, because you got some tutorials at first.
Yes.
Then you start getting harder, which is a really, really cool time.
I think it's the cutest game where you're trying to, you got the wires, you're trying to figure it out. You want to avoid the red wires, and they've got all kinds of
yellow wire. You got a lot
different things different things you're gonna have to do.
Yes.
But it's a fun game. It's all about trying to figure out who has a matching wire.
Yeah. And then you have the classic Pandemic.
Yes.
Pandemic.
I've never played Pandemic, but you like it.
Yeah, well, you got to try to stop all these viruses from coming through. And you got to work together to see what area that you're trying to stop so you can try to save the Earth.
Yeah.
And that is a classic. Pandemic is a classic.
Pandemic.
You don't like it because it's really co-op. So it is.
It's very co-op.
Yeah, it's very co-op.
And then if you know somebody who likes deduction games, we got a couple of suggestions for that.
Yes.
You could do Night of the Ninja.
Yeah.
Or then there's code names.
Yes.
Now we love code names.
Yes.
Because with code names, you've got this team, and you've got these agents in the field. You're trying to get your agents back in. You're trying to avoid the assassin. And you don't want to hurt any pedestrians.
Yes.
So when you're out there, you see these words. You've got some words that you're trying to get them to find in this grid on the board. So you give them clues, and the clues cannot include the word.
Yes.
So if you've got a ball on there, you may say bounce. And so
it bounces.
You may say bounce. And that other person is looking for something on the board that bounces. And if they get ball, good. If they pick something else, because there could be something else on the board that bounces.
They could give the opponents a good thing, or they could get the assassin itself, or they could get a pedestrian and they kind of just missed the turn.
They missed the turn.
Yes. So it's kind of risk taking there.
There's a little risk taking, but it's all about can you come together? Can you have a meeting of the minds, and you can get that other person to say the word you're trying to get them to say?
Yes. Now, Night of the Ninja, you are two clans, clans that are trying to kill the other clan to get points.
I think it's like the blue clan and the red clan.
Yes.
Is that what it is?
And you're trying to get the other, so you're trying to figure out, and you're trying to kill each other by different, powers that each of the, clan members have.
Yeah.
It is a fun game, and it's so cool.
Yeah, that game's gonna have you laughing a lot.
Yeah, well, laughing and also getting mad at somebody because they killed you.
They killed you.
Yeah, that's not good.
That is so true. And then another suggestion, what about memory games?
Yeah.
This is something anybody can do because it's just a memory game. And one of our favorites is Trio.
Trio is like basically a memory game and Go Fish.
Yes,
that's what it is. Put together.
Yes. And in Trio, you're going to have a hand of cards. And your goal is to get 3 sets of 3.
Yes.
So you're going to get your cards, you're going to put them in your hand from highest to lowest. You're going to have a market on the table that are going to have other cards that are turned over that you can check, and hopefully you can get a match there.
Yes.
And if you can get 3 sets of 3, you win. And how you do that is you're looking for a particular card. So let's say you're looking for a 2. So you ask someone else, what's your lowest card? If their lowest card is a 2 that you're looking for, then they put it down, you put a 2 down. So let's say the next person, you ask them, what's their lowest card? Now, if their lowest card is the same one as the one before, there's another 2, then you can keep going and ask another person, or you may have a 2 in your hand, and there's your 3 sets of 3.
Yep.
But if that other person says, it shows you their lowest card is 4, then you don't have a match, you stop
you gotta
that
keep
round,
going.
and it goes to the next person.
Next person.
And then there are the golden 7s.
Yes.
If you can find 3 7s at any point in time, you win the game automatically.
Instantly.
Yes.
It's done, and you win. Yes.
But it's all about memory, because if you don't get a match on your turn, now you got to remember who had what card, so maybe on your next turn you can get a match.
Yes, you got to remember that. It's hard on your memory, but this next one is really hard, and that's not a hat from Ravensburger.
That's not a hat?
Ooh, that is not cool at all, because you get this card, and it has like a picture on it, like a toaster.
Yeah.
And you have to, basically give that toaster, you got to remember you had the toaster. And then arrows on the card is going to tell you to go somewhere else. So you'll send that to somebody else, and somebody give you a card. And then that person will say, I just gave you, a skate. you're like, okay, you gave me a skate.
And you say, thank you for the gift.
You said, thank you for the gift.
And if you believe it is a skate, you keep it. If not, you can challenge them.
You can challenge that opponent and say, hey, that's not a skate. That's something else. And if you get that right, cool. That's great. You get it right. But if you get it wrong, you get 1 point against you.
Well, if you get it right, then the person who gave you the wrong card, they get a negative.
Yes.
And if you get 3 negatives, 3 cards, you're out of the game.
You're out.
But but if you believe them and they can bluff their way and they said that's a skate and they've convinced you it's a skate and you say thank you for the gift, then you keep it and then you make sure you try to pass that off to somebody else. And if they believe you, it's a skate, they can keep it or they can challenge you. But if you kept that card that wasn't a skate because you didn't remember what it was and the other person challenges you, then you're going to be the one with the negative.
And let me tell you, you don't remember half of those cards at all. And you're praying and hoping like, oh God, is this the toaster or is this the sweater? I don't know.
Remember.
I don't remember, but I'm going to fake it till I make it.
Yes.
And you try.
Yes. So and also too, when you challenge somebody, if they said it was a toaster and you said, I don't believe it's a toaster, and it really is a toaster, then the negative card goes to you.
Yeah.
So That's Not a Hat is a fun game. It really tests how well you listen and how well you remember where things are.
It's a tough one, y'all, but it's so much fun.
Yes.
And anybody can play it.
And so these are games that you can bring out, that's a variety of ways to play, a variety of topics, things people can do. And that should make your family game day a lot of fun.
Yes.
All right, number 4.
Yes.
One of our favorites.
This is a favorite of mine, I tell you.
And it's very important that you have this at your event.
Yes.
And that is food.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Because you got to tell folk, don't be bringing no food toward the game. Don't you do that. And don't have no open container, of drink near the game.
Yes.
Keep it back.
But you gotta have food.
You gotta have
because
food.
If you have food, then you can say, hey, everybody come on over. I'm gonna have food. Or you can do a potluck and have people bring food. And that way people don't have to worry about, getting hungry while they're trying to play. There'll be snacks and food there. Even if it's just pizza or if you want to do just chip and dip, just something that people can snack on. Because when you start playing these games, you get hungry.
But keep the food over there.
Away from the games.
Away from the games. Yes.
Yeah. And nothing sticky.
Nothing
it's gonna get on your hands.
No.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna drink something, keep it in a closed container.
So in case somebody knocks it over, you don't want your cards messed up.
No.
Or your table messed up.
No.
Yeah.
No, we do not want that. That is bad.
But you have to have food.
You gotta have food.
Yeah, because when we used to do our game nights, we did our game nights at a food hall. That way, if people were hungry, they were coming straight from work, they could just go buy some food and eat there. So they didn't have to worry about, I gotta go get food, then go to the game meeting.
Yes.
So food's
and
important.
Pizza is good.
Pizza's always good.
Yeah,
now, pizza can get a little greasy, but you got napkins and wet wipes.
Keep them over there, wipe your hands off and then come on play. Yeah. We do that.
Now, the last thing on our list are helpers.
Yes, helpers.
I don't suggest anyone try to do a gaming event for their family and friends. I don't care if it's just 5 or 6 people without somebody there to help you.
Yes, have somebody to help.
You're trying to host this event. You're trying to make sure everybody's comfortable and happy and playing the right games and making sure they have food to eat. But you need someone to help you teach the games.
Yes.
Because if these are not gamers, somebody has to teach the games and show the games. And you're going to need help with that because if you're trying to teach games, then you can't host.
Yes.
So it would be nice if you could find somebody or a couple of people to come over and help you host that event.
Yeah, you need some help.
Yeah.
You need some help.
You need helpers. Because we always, at our game days, there was always somebody we could say, hey, can you teach this game to somebody? Hey, come sit with these people. They know how to play this game. And that way, they don't have to feel alone. They don't have to feel like, I don't know how to play this stuff. I'm not coming back anymore. I don't care if Joe invites me. I'm not coming. But this time they'll come because Joe invited me and Joe had some friends there who helped me learn some new games.
Because you might split. If you have 10 people, 5 people might play this game, and 2 people might be over there, and 3 might play another one. So you need different, helpers that can, have different games and can teach them, and you can have a good time.
Yeah, because when we do team building workshops, we always split up. Mik usually takes the more advanced gamers, and he plays with them, more advanced games, and I'll take the newbies or the newcomers to the hobby, and we'll play games like That's Not a Hat or Green Team Wins, things that are easy to learn. So sometimes you want to separate and have this group who wants harder, more strategic games,
more strategic
and then
games,
you have another group that wants lighter, more fun games, or more party games, you got to figure that out and have people to help you.
Gotta work with it. Gotta work with it.
Have people to help you.
Yes.
Yeah. So those are our top 5 ways you can get people and family and friends to the table
this December
to play some board games. Keep those things in mind so that your next party for your family and friends will be one that's awesome and a lot of fun, and people will be clamoring for you to do it again.
Yes, because this could go on not just December and Christmas, but any holiday. Halloween, Thanksgiving, really Thanksgiving, and definitely Christmas.
Definitely during the holidays when people have a little extra time when they're off work. This is a great time to bring people together.
And maybe Easter.
Maybe Easter. We celebrate Easter.
Yeah.
So that's it for our top 5 ways to get family and friends to the table during December.
Now, family, let us know if you or your family or friends have played any of the games that we mentioned or did any of the things to get people to play some games. Definitely let us know in the comments below.
All right, everybody. I'm Starla.
I'm Mik.
And we are
Our Family Plays Games. Yeah.
And we will see you next month in 2026 with another top 5.
Merry Christmas, y'all.